My name is Isaac and I'm walking because I figure that people should not suffer from epilepsy because, you know, people who have seizures shouldn't have seizures. They should be living healthy lives.
My name's Amanda Fleming and we are walking for my son Nicholas, which is him.
Hi, my name is Tiffany Golden and we are here with the Golden Teddy Bears because my son Theodore, who is 4.5, was diagnosed with epilepsy out of nowhere in February. Can you say hi, Theo? Can you wave?
Hi. We're Tom and Joanne Belts and we're walking for our granddaughter Jessica. And it's a wonderful walk and we're happy that we're participating.
My name is Joshua Kaziak and I have epilepsy.
My name's Linda Bursiaga and I'm walking for my daughter, Megan Paskett. She passed away 11 years ago from epilepsy.
My mom actually has epilepsy. I was diagnosed with epilepsy as a child, and my son was just diagnosed this last year with Pandiopoulos syndrome.
It was very scary at first because he has tonic-clonic seizures, and they came completely out of nowhere. We didn't even know that that's what he had had. We initially had thought he had fainted, and we took him to a doctor. We took him to the doctor, and the doctor said, well, it can happen. If it happens again, no, let's take him to the hospital. Well, then he had several more, and so we said we're going to follow up with a neurologist. We managed to get him on medication that corrected them almost immediately. We had about a 4-day period when the medication first started with some tweaking where the instances of them increased, and now we've been lucky enough to have only had one since March.
I have a type of seizure where I feel an aura, I pass out, I'm out, I wake up, it's over. His seizures are a lot different where sometimes they can last an hour, sometimes they're not as obvious, like he could still talk to you through them and you think that he's just sleeping, but he's not. He's actually in the seizure. He talks in his head. And it's a lot more difficult to deal with a child that doesn't know how to express himself as an adult does. And you know, it's hard and it makes you feel bad because there's so many years that you would discipline him for doing something and then you realize it's not his fault. So by coming to you guys, it really taught us that there's a lot more out there, and it's great for him because now instead of being a withdrawn, shy kid, he's more outgoing, active, and happy.
It was weird sometimes because I would have to go to the doctor a lot and get a lot of tests done, but now it's way better because I don't have to go get like wires hooked up to my head and everything, and blood drawn and everything.
If you have it, you have to take a lot of medicine.
She started having seizures when she was a year old, and it was, I mean, it just, they progressed. They got harder and harder until she passed away. She was 21 when she passed away. Yeah.
You know, my son has been suffering for 2.5 years, but hopefully we'll get his meds right, and you know, he's fluctuating on and off, but you know, hopefully we'll get his meds right pretty soon, and he'll be able to drive and go back to school. You know, he's homeschooled right now. He wants to go back to school. He wants to be in sports, football, baseball.
He was having a very difficult time in school, and that's how we learned about the Epilepsy Foundation of Michigan. And Miss Cindy came and was an advocate on his behalf and taught the school how to deal with it and what signs to look for. And it completely changed his whole aspect of school. So instead of getting in trouble for daydreaming or not finishing projects in time, now they understand what the problem is and they help him through it, and they just know what it is, and he doesn't get in trouble anymore.
We've already benefited from many of the things that the Epilepsy Foundation offers. They sent us lots of material to share with our friends and family so that we could prepare them for how to handle when he has a seizure, the first aid and whatnot, and I think it's a great cause that you guys have, and we're very happy to be out here with our team trying to raise funds to help you guys do what it is that you do.
This year Carter starts kindergarten, and it'll be really good to have some materials for the teachers and the staff that will be working with him, just in case he has a seizure. They will be prepared and know how to handle that. So I plan to come to the foundation to get material for them so that they're aware of what happens and what to expect if something should happen.
It's okay to have epilepsy. It doesn't make you a different person.
it doesn't mean that you're sick, that you're not allowed to do certain things. It just means that there's something that's going on in your head that you can't control, and that people need to accept that for what it is and not look down on you for having it or discipline you for having it.
You know, a lot of people make fun of people, and they laugh, they make jokes about it. I've heard a lot of jokes, and it's not funny. You know, it's not their fault. It's just happens, so it's not funny. You know, just maybe they need to get educated about it. You know.
Epilepsy may be bad, but at least it's not the worst thing in the world.
You still can have fun, probably.
Yeah, if you have it, you can things that other people can.
You know, it's something that, yes, he's going to have to live with. There are certain things he has to do differently, but it doesn't have to stop his life from being lived. He can still do lots of things other kids can do. We just may have to be a little more cautious with them, and we're just thankful that we learned about it at such an early age.
Just because you have epilepsy, you can still, you know, go for your dream. Epilepsy just, you know, it changes things, but it doesn't change who you are. And just don't let it get in your way.
Days like today help me because my whole life I hid from it and I didn't want anyone to know that I had epilepsy. And now today we celebrate the fact that I have epilepsy because God doesn't make mistakes, and I know that I have this for a reason, and Carter does too, and we're very blessed to be surrounded by wonderful people and all this happiness.
Today was a fun day, and I really enjoy people coming, my cousins for coming here today.
I felt like I wasn't the only person who had epilepsy. Millions of others have had epilepsy.
Do you guys have fun?
Yeah!
It certainly is a condition that many people have, and the more funds we can get and research, the happier we're all going to be.
You know, like me, I had a bunch of people that are walking for me, and they just got really big hearts, and especially my mom. She has gone through so much with me, and you know, she set up this thing for me, and she had so much people coming for me, and I think that the walk is just, you know,
just the beginning.
It shows support, and it shows that people care about people that have epilepsy.
I love this day. I love what you guys do. I love that it's here and everybody has a great time, and so thank you for everything that you do.